Well, we had a number of products from BRL Sports, like obviously Tri-Fuel being the, let's call it the base product that we were using for carbohydrate intake, to offset calorie burn and to deal with electrolyte loss. That was the mainstay. However, I also went through a very rigorous program using their EPO Boost product. And in today's world, like the use of the word EPO is actually a bit of a shunned word, like, but this is purely a natural product. One of the most significant things through the program that I went through for 24 months was how it increased my hematocrit level. When we started running the tests in the university to start, my hematocrit level was maybe around 43, and towards the end there it was 47.5 over 2 years. We used the product on a daily basis. We used 3 capsules a day on a 24-hour cycle, and we done 6 weeks of that process and then 1 week completely off. I continued with the EPO Boost program that I was on for probably around 12 months, and then we decided to look at another product that they had in their range, and it was in connection with altitude. In 2013 I went to the race across Italy, and not the kind of altitudes that you would be open to in America, but certainly still effective. And what we done was we started to trial a mix of the RX altitude product in conjunction with the EPO Boost. So we combined the two together. And again, back in the laboratory, where the scientific numbers are crunched and factual, we then discovered that the combination of the two products had a direct impact on my VO2, because I hadn't changed the training program that I was on. It was a very scientific, structured program that I was doing, and nothing significantly changed in that that would warrant the big shift in the VO2, and the VO2 changed almost 10, which was a significant shift, and certainly one that I could feel. I could physically feel the difference. I was climbing so much better. Even before we were in the realms of altitude, even on natural, oxygenated climbs, I could feel a huge difference in my VO2. My breathing was just so much stronger. Considering my age and all of the downside factors to all of that, whenever I had coupled the EPO Boost and the RX together, there is no doubt or question about it that the package that BRL were able to give me was making a huge difference to what I was doing. The Invigorate is a relatively new product to BRL. Again, probably the timing just felt pretty good for me, I have to say. There's a number of flavors in Invigorate as well, so give me time to get my favorite one and whatever. And I like the chocolate one, comes in French vanilla as well. But in the race across America, because of the protein content of it and because of the lack of solid foods, we were using 3 complete shakes every 24-hour cycle in RAM. And one of the key areas that I could see the difference there in it was because of the short periods of time that you're off the bike and you have to go back out again. I was able to almost replace a full meal and not have any bloating. Also, whenever I started to push hard straight out of whenever you left to set off again on your next section, I didn't have any stomach upsets or anything like that, and pretty much seemed to really dovetail in with what we were doing with Tri-Fuel. I personally believe BRL products are the best I've individually ever used in my whole career, without a doubt, and that's not just down to RAM. And I have seen a significant shift in my overall sporting performance. It's factual, scientific data, so it's not me thinking it or wishing it or hoping it or whatever. It's factual stuff, and again, I go back to saying at my age, to be able to produce the level that I'm producing, it has a direct impact, without a doubt. I wished I had had it 25 years ago.